There are a few things in life quite as certain as German doctors in movies always being evil. Every time.
I wouldn't want to get hurt even more.
Cuckoo is a film that I expected nothing from and also didn't know what to expect from. It's about this teenage girl who's got a dead mom. Mom is dead, dead is mom, yes. And she has to move to the German Alps with her father, new wife, and new daughter, and they're just dicks. Just not like really like evil or anything, not like horror movie evil, but just generally not very nice to her. Her mom just died, and they're already treating her like ugh about her being there. Jesus. Hunter Schafer stars as this cool teen Gretchen who's too cool to hang with her family, but also they do not seem to want her around, no. So she gets a job at the local resort managed by this German doctor guy who seems totally not evil. Definitely not evil. And he's played by Dan Stevens, who, as we know, never plays villains. So there's a few curious things going on. No big deal. He just doesn't want her at the resort by herself late at night after dark, anything like that. And of course, they're, just guests randomly throwing up a lot of the time, just all over the place. Creepy people out in the woods. Just general, normal, creepy things. And no spoilers, of course, about what's happening, because the whole thing is very much a thrillery, mystery type, investigative thing. But it's not what you think it's going to be. No matter what you think it's going to be, there's no way you know what's going to happen in this film unless you have looked it up before going in. It is nuts. In an incredible way, because it is very unique. The premise doesn't start out sounding that unique, but it really is. It's different. And different in a way that there were laugh moments. There were comedy moments. And the first couple times it happened, people were actually laughing in the cinema around me. I was like, was that on purpose? But by the end, you're sure it is. And wow, I gotta say, it's such a great genre blending. There's only a few real jump scares to it. They are good. They are good ones. There's some real comedy that's really great, and a lot of it just feels like a thriller, slightly investigative thriller, and it worked really well. It genre blended all of this really well. Hunter Schafer is amazing. I have not really seen her in a lot before, but whoa, I've never watched Euphoria or anything. My mama says that show's the devil. And so I've only seen her in like smaller roles. This is the first leading role I've seen her do, and she was awesome. She could totally break into being a scream queen after this. It was so good. I'm not comparing it in terms of overall quality to Get Out, but that is the film I think of when I see a mix of this that's kind of got a dark sense of humor mixed in with genuine horror, and it does that so well, and not that many films do. Even after Get Out came out and showed, oh, this is a great way to like diffuse the tension and then build it back up again from scratch, instead of just having like a whoa, whoa tension thing. This is the way that you go whoa, whoa with the tension. That's way more of a thrill ride. And this does that really well. Now, I'm bigging up the film, and it's not a masterpiece by any means, but I was expecting a little slow burny thing, which it is for quite a while, and then I was just thinking in the cinema the first time watching it, this isn't going to stick the landing. Because most horror movies don't. This sticks the landing. The final act is the best act of the three in this. That almost never happens with horror movies unless they really nail the ending. And that I was so pleased. I'm so pleased for it. And retrospectively, looking back on the first two acts, they're really good. It's really just chilling along. Nothing crazy happened. Well, there is crazy stuff happening. But it doesn't need to do anything too nuts because it's building to a really great finale. Most horror films just don't. So overall, I'm giving Never Trust a German Doctor 3.5 stars. Seriously, should I watch Euphoria? Every American teen show is like, oh my gosh, sex and drugs starring people in their late 20s pretending to be teenagers. And that's what I hear when I hear about this, but people also say it's really good. Should I watch it? I don't know.